Hi there, this is Lena from Lena's Crafty Corner. This is take 2 of the Roxy's Weekly Challenge. I just got started, just going through everything, and somebody banged at the door, very insistent, so I had to break off. So I'm starting again. So one of the papers I've just started to fold, but that was only because I'd started the other video. But other than that, you know, I'm doing it, they're all ready to go. I've cut my papers down to size. I've got 3 papers that are napkins and things that I've copied and then done coffee down on the other side, and then 3 of them are double-sided scrapbooking papers. And I've got my book pages ready to cut down there. So we'll just get started. There we go, and we're off. So hopefully, I've watched Rachel's video. This is week 10. This is the Accordion. I didn't say what it was. It's the Accordion Ephemera folders. So I'll do the ones that I've photocopied of mine. So this is the one that I'd actually just started to measure. So what I've done there is I've folded it just by eye, just by what I think's right, and I've left a gap there. I can't remember whether Rachel did, but I think she will have done. And I'm going to measure this piece for the size of the book pages. I think that's what she did. So they're 4 1/4, so that's 8 1/2. I've come in a little bit, so, and I'm going to do, can I get away with 7? Now I'm going to come in slightly, just from 7. So that would be, can't remember how many 8ths it would be. So I'm just going to come in 2 8ths from 7 for that. So that's so let me have a look. So I've got these 3 are slightly smaller, so I'll just do, you want 2 for each, so I'll do 6 this size, and then I'll measure one of the others, but I'll do these first, as I shall mess them up. So I want them all the same size to cut them down, so we've not got raggy edges on the other one. So that's 4, 5, 6, and then I'll cut those others down in a second to go with the other papers. So I'll get my cutter back across. And what did I say we was doing? We're doing just less than 7. So if I, oh, it'd be a good idea if I'm cutting them all together to make sure they're all level, wouldn't it? Yeah. And then come in just from that 7. And whoops. I'll cut that down there. Rid of those bits. And then I want these at 8 1/2. So where's 8 1/2 there? So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to check these are okay for size. I'm trying to remember what order Rachel did things in, but I haven't got very good memory, so I do get things a bit out sequence. So we'll just, oh, that's not one I've folded. Let's have a look at the folded one first, and then I'll fold them and try and do them in some kind of an order when I've checked that this one's right. Yeah, so that's how I want them. I don't want them coming, if I can help it, I don't want them coming above this, so they won't. So that's right. So I can fold all those with those ones, and I'll do those in a minute. I'm just going to cut these down ready, and then I can get my So I'm just going to have a look at these. These are a bit thicker to fold, I think. I think they're going to be a bit, because they're scrapbooking, but they're like a card, so they're just that little bit stronger. But I've got so much of this that I want to try and use up. And like I say, these are they're going to be slightly bigger ones when they're done. So let's have a look what sort of size we're looking at in here. Again, I'm going to measure this bit because this is a bit, yeah, so they're, what are they? They're for a good 4.5, so I'll go with 4.5. So that's 9 into 8, 9. So I'll go with 9 that way, and yeah, the same that way. So we'll do that. So we're going to go just in from 7, and then, so let's get them all the right way round. All the rough edges, oh yeah, it is a rough edge. I like this paper, it's a real strong paper. It's from a herbs book and it's extremely strong. So I'm going in just from the 7 on the width. Let's get them level. So we might have a problem. Can't get them level. This is stopping them going level. Right. So let's do that. Just in from the 7. That way on. That's it. Rid of those. And I'm doing these at 9. That's that. And get rid of some of those. And then I should be able to put my cutter out the way. And let's just check one and make sure these are right. And then we can start folding them and gluing them, I think. Is that what we did? I've already forgotten the sequence. Yeah, they're fine. So I'll carry on and do the each one of these covers first. Get them all more or less the same size. I think they were. Yeah. So what sort of size have I done there? Just roughly. Just to give them, it'd just be easier to do the papers then if I've done them the same size, won't it? Let's have a look. Do them to about there. Is that right? Almost, yeah. Almost, so that's fine. And I'm just going to do the same there. I could do with my bone folder that is here. I've moved my pot off my desk, so I've moved my bone folder off my desk. I'll just give those a quick. So that's 2, and that's this one, and am I doing that about the same? Yeah, just slightly more. I've done that one, but it'll be fine. And that one there. So that's 3 of that size. And these papers I'll just put with them so I know. And then I'll do these 3. So this is the one I had just started when I had to stop my video. So I'll do the same with these. These are a bit easier to to fold. Goodness me. Get that one out of the way. See what I'm doing. roughly about the same. So that's those 3, and then I can do the papers for each. I have to take my cardigan off, it's got hot in here now. When I first come in here it was quite cool, and it's gone really warm. Must be this crafting makes me warm. So then I just need to fold these. So you do 2 per folder. As I said, I've never done this before, so I'm having to remind myself. I'm not actually telling you as much as telling myself because I can't remember. I get very well, I'm not stressed when I'm doing it because the whole point is to keep relaxed, but when I'm trying to remember how to do something different, it just I'm all right until I turn the camera on and then can't remember anything. It's the timer does me. Not very good with being timed on things. So that's those ones for those, and then I'll fold these, doing in some kind of a order of doing all the same thing at once. So I probably will go out of sequence because things don't go in. I don't remember how. I can watch somebody do something and then do it straight after and can't remember how they've done it. So I tend to do things my way. But I've always been like that. I can't follow recipes or anything. I always end up doing my own thing. There we go. So these are the bigger ones. So the next thing is, was it to stick them down? I think it was. And of course I haven't got my glue out, have I? I have not got it. Oops. I've got it nearby though. So I think the next process was to glue the sides down. I think. And I would if my glue would work. The glue's playing me up. This is, my next bottle of this is a really small bottle. It's only the 2 ounce, where this is the 8 ounce. And I've got it out ready because I know this one's only finished. I mean, look at the size difference. And I think having this bigger one, it's got very clogged up. It would help if my pin didn't have anything on it. I think I've just got a bit of that out though. Just that's it. I haven't really got time to be messing about with that, but it's coming now. So I'm not sure whether I'd get the bigger one again. I probably would just stick to the 2 ounce. It's not coming out very well. It's obviously got, something's got quite stuck in it. Oh, it is, it's coming now. Have I got a cloth just to rub down with? So I like taking everything off my desk, but then I take stuff off that I know I'm going to need. Oh yes, it's coming out now. Coming out, it's a bit like fabric tack, it's coming out when you don't want it to. So that's, yeah, so I thought I might, I like doing, I've started trying to do swaps and things on Instagram, and I thought I might put some ephemera and things in, and little things that I've made in these to do as giveaways. Well, not really giveaways, the swaps. So I thought they were quite handy for that. As I say, I've seen them before, but I've never thought of doing them. Just really, this is what this challenge is so good for, because it gives you the chance to do stuff that you maybe wouldn't have done before, and somebody else is you know, telling you what to do. You're not thinking of new things, you're just following what somebody else is doing and doing it in your own way, and that's quite good, because we all do things slightly different. We use different papers, you know, we see things differently. And it's interesting to see how we put things together. I mean, I haven't got, I mean, Rachel has lovely old papers, old books and things. I haven't got, mine aren't very old at all. And the ones that you can get are old are so expensive. We have an antique place not far from us, and books are just so expensive. And I'm not sure I'd want to pay that amount of money and then cut them all up. You know, if they're already broken up, that's fine, but I do love books, I do love paper, and you know, they've got to be, if they're smelly and they've been neglected, once I've sort of eliminated the smell as much as I can and got rid of the smell, I then feel, well, they haven't been looked after anyway, so it doesn't matter if I cut them up, because, you know, they've been just dumped somewhere or whatever. But if they've been really taken care of and they're, you know, in really good condition, I'd just want to keep them as there was. My dad used to say I was a collector of books rather than a reader of books, because I couldn't get rid of them. I couldn't sort of pass them on afterwards. And although it's lovely to go, I used to love going to the library and picking books from the library. I thought that was just a fantastic experience, and I used to love doing it with the children as well. But then, of course, as they got older and the internet, and they could research everything on the internet, but trying to tell them it's not the same as opening a book and having the fabulous experience of sitting in, well, for me it was, I loved it. I just loved going to the library and reading books and, you know, getting your library card out and borrowing books. But I also liked to buy them as well, because as my dad said, I was a collector of books. I couldn't resist. Right, so that's those done for the bigger ones, and I'll do the same with these. This bit's a bit boring, I suppose, to watch, so I've nearly done. I'm having that much trouble with my glue though, so I am sorry. I ought to have used my new one for this. In fact, I think that's what I'm going to do. I've got it opened ready. I'm going to use this new one, and then I'm not messing about then. Oh, that does come out fast. So I've never got on with this thin tip that I use on my big one because it gets all clogged up. But for this I could have done with it, because it's coming out really fast. I wonder if I can put that on there and just use the tip on it. It'll come out a little bit less. Yeah, I'll do that. So yeah, I'm really faffing about when I clearly haven't got time. Oh, I think that ends all. Oh dear me. I need that end sorting out. I'll just have to go with my fast glue. got time to have glue problems. I will have to get my nozzle under the hot water and get it cleaned ready for this one, because this one does need it. My first job when I finish this video is to get those nozzles cleaned. I say it every time and then start a new video and think, I haven't done it again. Right. Yeah, I'm wasting a lot of glue because it's all squeezing out because I'm using too much, but I haven't got time to get another nozzle. So let's see. I'm going for 6. I don't know whether I'll get 6 done. I don't usually get very many of anything done. I don't know. I always seem to have a problem somewhere along the way and probably do about 3 or 4. But I'm going to be optimistic and I'm going to go for 6. I messaged one of the lovely ladies that I was watching her video on this, and I'd messaged her for saying how wonderful she'd done because she'd got 6 done. She said, oh, I don't normally get that much done either, but yeah, she was on a roll and she did really, really well. The lovely thing about this challenge is that you see other people that you probably wouldn't have seen. People with not many subscribers, you know, like myself, I haven't. But, you know, I've got new people looking at my videos because they've done the challenge and they've seen it through the challenge, which is really lovely. Right, I'm going to do the smaller ones first. I'm going to do these. Now, I'm just checking I have got the right ones for the right ones. Yeah, I've got those right. So what I need to do now, she says, I think I glue 2 together. So that's, make sure I've got them the right way up. Is that right? Yeah, that's right. And then glue them down this middle. Good bit of glue on them. And then put the bottoms together and line them up. I mean, it's such a wonderful thing to do. I mean, I don't know whether it was Rachel that, oh, don't tell me, I thought I'd stuck that down, yeah. And then, yeah, I think they're brilliant. They're really good. The reason I put a bit of glue on both the first time was because I thought it would help them slide. So if you've got glue on both sides and you're doing something and you're trying to move them, it slides better. If you've only got it on one side, it just sticks straight away. So that was the reason I did that on the first one. Yeah, wonderful. And I've turned that the wrong way up, so that would have been fun. Yeah, so you put a bit on there as well. It just helps them slide into place if you need to move them a little bit. They, yeah, like that, they slide actually better because they've got glue on each one. That's how, if I'm trying to move something and manoeuvre it, that's how I do it anyway. And I'm just checking these haven't stuck to the top yet. That one would have done. I've got that much glue. I am so heavy-handed with my glue. Let's just get that out of there. Have I done the same with that one? That's it. So that's those. Do these now. Oh, I'm trying to open them. What am I doing? Come on, Lena. Fiddly. That's it. Yeah, I just think it helps them slide together better. Make sure that is the top, yep. Let's have a look. That's top. So this is the last one, and then we go on to the next bit, I think. So we'll do the big ones first. Let's get these leveled up first. Oh, people sending me messages. Right, so let's have a look. Let's make sure we've got them at the top. And then now you bring in, I think this is the right way to do them. You bring in these pieces now. And getting nervous now because I'm getting forgetful. I'm going to put that on there. Is that right? Is that what I'm going to do? Yeah, I think so. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to glue down here. And I'm going to glue down there. And then I'm going to put these where I want them. So I want them slightly across, just so the, yeah. And then glue that. Is that right? Please tell me that's right. Oh, these look cute. Oh yeah, that one hasn't stuck at the back. Let me just put a little bit more on that. For some reason, that didn't take very well. I maybe didn't put enough glue on. That isn't usually a sentence that comes together for me. I usually put too much glue on. Right, so that's one. I probably tried to pull it apart a bit too early, knowing me. Right, so let's have another go. Let's do that again. So I am going to do that to here. And that to there. And then get that just where I want it. Like that. Yeah, slide it over slightly. That's better. And then this, yeah. And just a bit in that middle there. And then slide the two over. That's it. Not going to pull it wide apart like I did the first one. I'm going to have to get a bit of a riddle on because I've only got 15 minutes left and I've got quite a bit to do. So give that a good glue. Give that a good glue there. And then I can get this. I want it right at the bottom. Put it there like that. That's it. So it's good to try things that you wouldn't normally do, and as I say, this is a really good thing about this challenge because it gets you doing things, and even doing things like me, it's out my comfort zone to do things on a timer. I'm just not, even though it's a very relaxed, very relaxed challenge, I'm not very good at doing things on the timer, I must say. I don't think I give those a crease, so I'll just quickly give that a crease. But it's good to do things that's outside your comfort zone sometimes. So let's have a look. Are they at the top? Yeah. Put them there. Just slide that where I want it. That's it. Just make sure that's not too near the bottom, so it. Yeah. Oh, please tell me I'm not running out of glue. I think I am. I think I'm running out of glue. Yeah, there. We've nearly done this bit. We're on the last bit. Now, when it comes to the bit where they use baker's twine, I only have green and red baker's twine, and I think I've put it away with my Christmas stuff. That's the only thing I can think because I can't find it anywhere. It's the only two colours I have. And I think I was using it at Christmas and it's gone in my Christmas box of stuff. Yeah, my glue's run out now. Right, excuse me. I am just going to have to lean right across the camera and get another one out. So nothing's too far away from me because I've got a very small compact space. But I would have normally sort of persevered with that for a few more minutes because I might have got a bit more out of it, but not on the challenge. Let's just move those out of the way a bit. There we go. And the last one. Yeah, so I'm using twine because I do have like a cotton twine, and I have a great big thing of that. I don't always use baker's twine, so I've pulled out some other things just to make a bit of a change that isn't actually a twine, just because otherwise they'd all be exactly the same. So let's have a look at this. Slide that where I want it. So, yeah, that's all right. And then this side here, and and just there on there. Right, that's that bit of the process done. And then if I turn them around and do them top to bottom, I will be doing the ones that's more dry first. I didn't do that in the other process, but I'll do it in this bit. Right, get that glue just out of my way. So, next thing is making the holes and putting in my eyelets. So I've got a few eyelets to try. I'm going to do 3/16 hole size, and I'm going to attempt, oops, I'm just looking where I want that. I want it just on that. That's it. Oh, that was very in the middle. That isn't in the middle at all. Oh dear. Oh well, that's me. That just says it all. Very off centre. That's what you get when you do things by eye. Well, goodness me. Oh. That just doesn't surprise me in the least that I would do that. The times I do that. Put it where I think centre is and then move it as I'm putting it in it and go completely off. For goodness sake. Right, so is that all my holes done? Let's move that to the eyelets. And then I've got some different eyelets. I'm just trying to see what I've got. I've got some of these beautiful ones from We Are Memory Keepers, and I do love those. So I will be using some of those, but I'm also going to use one of these little tiny, I've never used these before, so I don't know, like a little square one, because this has got like a gold finish on it. So this is gold, so I'm going to try and put that in that hole. Now this has got a really big thing, so it needs a deep one, which I think's that one there, and it needs the deep one of that, she says. Right, let's square this up and see. I suppose I need to keep it square. Let's just get my come on, you need to do this for me. No, it's not doing it. Well, I shall have to go back to my original one if it's not going to do it. This is a bit hit and miss with me. I find it, sometimes it works better on the Memory Keepers one. But oh, there we go. I probably didn't have it just right. Oh, it's got oh, that's clever. Oh, I shan't be using them ones again because it's got that. So my camera stopped at 40 minutes, just at the time that I was struggling with my eyelet. So it paused at 6 minutes. So I've left 6 minutes on there, and I'll restart it in a minute. But I've had to change this one. It actually ripped it completely. I had to rip everything out, and I've put it in another one just to get me back to where I was. So I haven't got this paper anymore because this was the only one of this I did. So I'm going to let this dry out, and I shall use it for something else. So what a mess. So I shan't be using them cheap ones anymore. There was some that came in a bundle that I'd got, an eBay bundle, and I've never used them before, and I thought, oh, they're coloured, I'll use them. I'm going to stick to the ones I know. So I've got my eyelets ready. I'd already done the holes, so we'll set it going at 6 minutes. There we go. And what am I doing? I'm just going to set these eyelets, and hopefully I'm going to have more luck. So I've got like this. Oh, of course I didn't put a hole in this one because this is the one I had to replace it with. So let me just get my hole in this one. Out there, yeah. That's it, and then I'll set it straight away with one of these. Go for like a blacky coloured one on this one. Yeah, so I just thought, well, I'll use those. I'll just try them because the different colours, that'll be quite fun on here. Maybe not. Oh, that sounds better. Yeah, I've still got that a bit off centre. I've got two of those. I'm going to do them different colours. I'm going to do a silver one in that one, just for something different. Yeah, I had some reds and some blues, and I thought they'd be lovely just to try them differently. I shall go through my storage box with them all in and take them out and get rid of them. Oh, I haven't got that in there. I don't have the most success with this thing, I've got to say. I find it very difficult to squeeze and to just set and just get right. So it's not my favourite. It's good for when you're punching holes. I love punching holes in things with it, and you get through so many papers at once. But setting the eyelets I'm not so keen on. It's not my favourite thing to do. In fact, I do shy away from it a bit actually, because it's I have various stages of success with it. Right, let's have a look at this one, see if I can get this to... Yes, I'm on 3 minutes already messing about with these. Oh, and that one didn't set. I've lost the plot now. It's thrown me off. I didn't get that one in the hole, I don't think. No, I'm not getting them in. Anybody's watching who can give me any advice on how to use this more successfully than I do, then please let me know. That one is going to be very rough. I'm going to have to take that one out. So I'm going to leave that one and do another one. I don't know what I did differently with that, why that didn't work. I've got my things pushed down, yeah? I have. So let's try again. Yeah, that's worked. I don't quite know what went wrong there. I'm going to use these little ones on here. What I might do off camera with this one, because I went so way off, I might put another one there and do it a little bit fancier, just because it looks a bit strange, but because it's so far over. So I might actually, oh, I don't think I got that in the hole again. Oh, I think it's me not getting them in the hole properly. Hence probably why I've never done these before. Right, let's have a look. Let's see if I can get that in there. That's better. And then I'm just going to do this one and do one next to it. Do one somewhere there next to it. And do the same again. I've got some, I've only got these ones left now, so I'll go with these. I'm going to run out of time, and I haven't got my twine on, so I haven't quite met the challenge, but I did meet a lot of problems along the way, so yeah, so that's my time up. I didn't even get one of the twine in because this silly thing caused me problems. It's probably the way I use it. It's probably not the problem of the device. It's probably me that doesn't use it right. I don't actually know whether you should put this under the thing first, onto that thing first. Anyway, I've got there in a fashion. So I'm going to move those. I'm going to carry on and just finish the video, but I didn't quite get to the twine. So I'm going to put these here, and I'm going to bring in some bits that I have, because I don't just have twine. So I've got some. I have this. This is the twine I have, but it's really thick. It's a really thick one. So I'm going to use one of these and just see how it goes. I've got some here that come in on something tied, so I'm going to use one of those as well. But this is the big thing that I've got, is some of this. So I'll have that through there. And then we'll tie that . In a bow, probably, if I can do that. And where's my scissors? So that's one. So then this is the thinner stuff. And we'll see if this works better. Oh, this is the one that I sort of did my own thing on. So, because I made such a mess of putting the eyelet in the first place. So I'm not quite sure how I'm going to do this, because I haven't practiced it. I've just I'm not quite sure. No, I'd want that at the front, wouldn't I? So I'll probably do that like that, with the 2 lines at the back going from 2 holes. I'm not quite sure. And then thread 1 through there and 1 through there. I'd have to have a play with that one, just because I've done 2 holes and then I've got it crossing over at the back. But I would have a play with that and see how that looks quite sweet actually. That does look quite sweet. That was just by accident. So I haven't got enough of that one left, so we'll put that one out of the way. That, I think that's a bit thick, so I'm going to put that out of the way. And then I've got some of this stuff, I don't know, it's like raffia stuff, like that you use for grass skirts, so I don't know what that'll be like, but I thought I'll try this. It looks nice, I don't know how it'll work, but it looks okay. So we'll cut some off and try it. I didn't want to just go out and get baker's twine, and I was looking for the other stuff, my red and green, but I couldn't find it anywhere. Yep, that's not tied very tight. Let's just have a look. This maybe wouldn't tie very tight without it knotting and then not opening again, so I'm not quite sure about that. One. So it looks cute and it holds it down, but it doesn't tie it very tight, but I quite like that. That's something different. I shan't use that one. That's a different one I've tried. I've got 3 more to do. I'm going to try, I've got some of this lovely pink like eyelash stuff that I can't find the end of. So I thought I'll try one of those and see what that looks like. See if that works. That looks really pretty. I don't know whether it'll get caught though, but we can try it, can't we, and see. I can always change it when I get some. I'll have to get some thinner twine. I say I have this really big thing of twine, but it's just, I think it's just a bit thick. So that was just something different. Yeah, not sure I like that on there. Now, so I'm not sure about that one. I think I'm going to have to, for these two, I'm just going to have to use my thick twine. But personally, I think it is a bit thick. It wouldn't be so bad if you're using it, you know, because you're using it as ephemera fold. You're not actually putting it into a journal. But one of my ideas is I'm doing a wedding journal, and I was going to put some little things of confetti in them. So I was going to just put them inside the journal, just as an extra little gift, and I thought that would be a bit thick and a bit bulky. Personally, I think it looks bulky anyway. But that's that one. And we'll just do the same with this one. Yeah, so the bit that I thought was going to cause me the challenge didn't, the actual making of them. But then the finishing off bit caused me more of a problem because I didn't have the right equipment, really. In my head, I didn't have the right equipment. I could have done with definitely some thinner twine. So I've tried alternatives just to see what it did, but I think I will have to change them before I use them, because I don't think so. Let's get rid of that. So as I say, the original one that I started with I had to take out because it got stuck. So that one I've done with the thick twine. That one again, I've double wrapped it and done it with the thick twine. That one I've done with the pink eyelash trim, and I don't like that one. I'm not keen on that one at all. That one I've done with like the raffia stuff. I actually really like that one. I think that one looks quite sweet. And this is with the thin twine, and this is the one where I did the 2 holes because I went too far off centre, and I quite like how that's turned out with the cross at the back. I think that looks really cute, but that was by accident. That wasn't that wasn't an intention. And then that one I've just done with the thick twine as well. It does look okay. It looks fine. It would have just been better with the, you know, when you look at the thinner one, I prefer the thinner one. But anyway, that's the challenge done. Hopefully I shall check out other people's and see how they've got on. As I say, I have watched a couple of people's, and there's I did manage to get my 6 done though, in a fashion. I mean, I know I had a break because I had to mend my crocodile because the thing had got so stuck round it, but I didn't do any work off camera. I just got rid of the eyelet. So that's my challenge and that was a challenge. So thank you very much for watching. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope it entertained you a bit, and I'll be back to you soon. In the meantime, keep safe. Bye for now.